Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe's Classic Video Games, back with a truly classic arcade game video for you this evening. This is a really cool one. We see we've made plenty of room for it. This is one of the most famous arcade games of all time. This is the original Double Dragon, designed by Technos over in Japan, but released in America by Taito. You say tomato, I say tomato. Somebody responded to one of my videos with that the other day. But this is one of the coolest arcade games of all time. Still one of the most requested ones, but we hardly ever get them in. They're drying up, people. The cabinets weren't really made all that well, unfortunately, so they don't pop up as much as they used to. This one we've done a lot of work to and have it working 100%. We've had a gentleman looking for one of these for a couple years, and we finally got one in. Now, when this originally came out, it had side art on it. So the side art originally was gray, and I think it had like a black stripe down the middle. And then when it got up here, it had a couple little lines, and then it said Taito on it, or Taito on both sides. So that is missing. So if you remember it from the arcade, that would have been different. Now originally the T-molding too wouldn't have been red, it would have just been black. But since the cabinet ended up all black, we put some red T-molding on it to give it a little bit of character. But this is the original cabinet, still working, still doing its thing. Now down in the bottom there is a drawer on these. You see the little lock on it? This drawer comes out, and that's where the game board is. So they made it where it was really easy to service. You don't even have to pull it away from the wall to get to the game board. Usually you don't have to get to the game board, but if you wanted to change the dip switch settings or whatever. That's the original coin door, of course. This is the original control panel with a little bit of wear, but it's not too bad. That's how it looked originally. Cool art. And then you get some cigarette burns up here. We've replaced the buttons. The buttons on these were those ones with the built-in, I believe I'm right about that, but they have the built-in micro switch, and those don't last very long, so we've replaced them with modern ones with a cherry switch. And the silk screening being off where it doesn't line up, that's just how it was whenever they put it out. Some of the other ones probably lined up a little better. And so you have my man Hammer over here and my man Spike over here. Now this is how you trigger gamers. You tell them that that guy's name's Hammer and that guy's name is Spike. And so if I keep going on and on about that, about how his name is Hammer and his name is Spike, and if I go up here and I say, check it out, there's Hammer, and over here we have Spike. If I keep going on about that, I will trigger gamers, especially the ones that really get triggered are the ones that are young and weren't around whenever this game came out, because that is only their name in the American arcade game. In the Japanese arcade game they were called Billy and Jimmy, and then they brought it out in America. Well, hell, when I was a kid I didn't know anything about the Japanese arcade game. How would I? There wasn't any internet to speak of. How would I know that in Japan they were called Billy and Jimmy? I would have no clue. Now on the Nintendo game, when it came out after the arcade game, I think they called them Billy and Jimmy too on the Nintendo game, or they may have not called them anything on the Nintendo game, I don't know. But to me they will always be Hammer and Spike, even though they never were again and never were before, only in this arcade game. But check it out, pretty cool. The arcade art up here is pretty. In the late 80s, all of the, or not all of, but a lot of the arcade art was this hand-drawn kind of cheap comic book look, you know? It's kind of cheaply done, but I love it. Really cool. We've got a game here on our channel, if you look, called Champion Wrestler, or Champion Wrestling. I think that's it. That's drawn like this. It's just kind of cheaply drawn, almost like just a sketch, and then they kind of colored it in kind of halfway. But that's my favorite type of art that they put on these things. Now, around the bezel here, you have this really cool cardboard bezel that kind of lays in there. The famous double dragon bezel. This one's pretty faded. Originally, those dragons would have been green, like the one on the control panel, but they faded to where they're almost like a blue now. And that's just a piece of cardboard in there. And then down here you have this little instruction thing, and you can see that the red is faded away on it too. It used to have more red in it at one point. It says 1987 Taito America Corporation, printed in the USA. But we'll read over the instructions. There's a guy was playing it earlier who was a big fan from back in the day, and he was pointed out a typo to me. So it says instructions: use joystick to move player and attack enemy. So see, before this, you may have not known how to do that because this was one of the first beat 'em ups, right? Or one of the first big ones. Move player and attack enemy. Use kick, jump, or punch button to attack. So you have a kick, jump, and a punch. To pick up and use weapons, use punch button with your hand. To break enemy's hold, use jump button. Okay. To continue play, put in more money. Second player can join at any time. Now that was a big deal back in the day. If two people could play and you could just join in at any time, that was cool, right? And so by then, you know, Gauntlet had already been out where they did that with 4 freaking players, which made operators a lot of money. So this game here made them nearly as much money, maybe more. Okay, and then over here it tells you how to do the special moves. Now look what it says. It says elbow punch. Use kick and jump button at same time. But I don't think that's how you do the elbow punch. I think that's a typo. If you look down at the back, it says backwards kick. Use kick and jump button at same time. So I don't know. I'll have to mess with that and see if I got that right. One of those should be use kick and punch, right? Not kick. I mean, use punch and jump, not kick and jump on both of them. Headbutt. Use joystick twice left or twice right. And body throw. Use joystick and jump button to throw them, like he just did on the screen, which you couldn't see because I didn't have a camera on it. But there you go. Very cool game. The original Double Dragon. I will set up the tripod and we'll play it a little bit. There was a this was one of the games that they complained about back in the day as being too violent, right? So there were, back in the 80s, they started a bunch of ruckus that the games were too violent, and complained to the point where eventually they had congressional hearings about it, right? And this was one of the games that they complained about. Now look what just happened. The guy hits the girl and then kidnaps her, right? But then the rest of the game, Spike and Hammer, because that's their names in this game, the rest of the game they spend trying to save the girl, right? So they promoted this as, these people that were talking about violence in video games, that this was a violent game, that this promoted abuse towards women and stuff like that, because of that one little part at the beginning, which is why the brothers are fighting, trying to rescue the girl. I don't know, folks. Kind of weird to me, but this is one of the games that helped get us all ratings on all of our video games. So I'll set up the tripod, we'll play it a little bit, and you can see it slow down. Okay, we're going to play through it a little bit, people. Here we go. I'll be Hammer. Ooh, that looked like it hurt. All right, so let's see. Yeah, if you hit. So it is wrong. To do an elbow punch, of course, you hit punch and jump at the same time. If you hit kick and jump at the same time, you do that. Oh no. I wonder if certain guys Like, I wonder if all of the characters are similar, or if like certain ones, whenever you fight them, you're better off using the kicks. How about a little backwards elbow, huh? Ooh. That's cool how the music changes there too. And you can climb up here, although there's no discernible reason to do that. Scoop Moto. There's the slow down. So if you don't know about that, the whole thing is the whenever they designed the game, they designed it with a certain CPU chip, which is the central processing unit that runs the game, the program. Ooh, man, I gotta get away from these guys. And then they put the one in it that's a little slower, a little too slow, so the chip isn't fast enough to handle like a whole bunch of stuff on the screen at one time. I wish you could jump and then kick forward like in like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Man, he can punch. He would probably be a good example of what I was saying earlier about some of them are better to kick. Ooh, he hit me with that Steiner suplex. Oh no! He threw a knife at me. You can see where this would have been a quarter muncher back in the day. Man! Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Headbutt doesn't work too good against them. Oh no. He's too quick. He's too quick for me. All right, I'm gonna just start spamming jump kicks. I got bonus point 3,000. Mission 2. Here we go. I think the storyline's kind of falling apart. Music's awesome. Deal with it. Deal with it. Headbutt. Now what? What is this? I'm gonna throw this TI at somebody. Oh, that's a hole. Don't go near the hole, people. Oh, I threw him down the hole. I climb the cage. That ain't gonna work. Oh yeah, well. Oh, I died. God, cheating. Bring a baseball bat. I'm just little old hammer. I should have thrown him. I should have thrown him, people. I could have thrown him into the other guy. Nice try, bucko. I keep wanting my quarter. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Can you, how do you, there we go. I don't like how you have to be so close to the front where the bad guys are. If you get a bootleg version of this game, it doesn't slow down because they use the faster chip in the bootleg. But, ooh, that wasn't good. But that's how you know this game's all original, folks. No bootleg crap here. Got new guys coming up the elevator. He must be a boss or something. They're trying to fight 4 guys at once. I mean, the lag is real, people. Slow motion baseball bat. I need to kill one of them. I think maybe this does promote violence. Look at what I'm saying. Can I handle 3? Not really. If you get more than 2 characters, it starts tripping. They should have done a board with just 20 people at the same time. Oh, another quarter. It says another quarter. Oh, he ran off. He's a wuss. He didn't want none from Hammer. Just wait if my brother Spike was here. let me kick that time. What have I been doing wrong? Oh yeah, you can kick like that. What am I thinking? I guess you just gotta time it, right? He picked it back up. Come on, man. You cheating. You cheating, man. Give me that baseball bat. Woom! 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 Uh-oh. Damn. That baseball bat is no joke, man. That baseball bat is for real. There we go. Can you swap things? No. Like they're just hanging out in the trees and stuff. That seems natural. Oh, he had a knife on him. Oh, man. You think I would have seen the knife coming? I was just talking about the knife. Oh, man. Surprise! I was just waiting for you to come up so I could kick you backwards. Man. Man, he's legit, people. Legit. Oh no! He threw me into the water. He cheating. He cheated. He's too strong. Uh-oh. My jump timing's a little off there. Damn it. Okay, this is how it's all gonna end, people. Damn it. Was that all, my man? You got to be kidding me. Okay, that was ridiculous. That is that, people. There is some way to get over that hole that I did not figure out. But there you go. That's the original Double Dragon in the original cabinet. Still working great after all these years. 1987. This is 2017. This thing's 30 years old. Still works. Awesome. So there you have it. Now by the time you see this video, Spike and Hammer, or Billy and Jimmy, whatever you want to call them, may have fought off to someone else's game room. We may not have Double Dragon available for sale anymore. But you can see all the games that we do have available for sale on our website. Go to lionsarcade.com. It's always up to date. Whenever we sell a game, we take it off the website. Whenever we fix a game, we put it on the website. So it's always up to date. Check it out. Or you can come by and see us. We're in person. We're in downtown Rock Hill, South Carolina, about 15 miles south of Charlotte, North Carolina. And we've got a showroom here full of arcade games for sale. Now, if you're not local so you can't come by, and you've checked out the website but you're not looking to buy one, you just like watching these cool videos, that's cool. Just subscribe to us below and it will let you know every time we do another video. Make sure to leave your comments below. Tell us what you think about this awesome game. No comments about my horrible playing ability, people. I'm not representing myself as the greatest of all time. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to have a little fun here. But leave your comments below. Make sure to thumbs up the video so that everybody else can see the video too. Whenever you give it a thumbs up, it makes it where YouTube promotes it to more people and suggests it to more people, so more people will see the cool video. Do that for us. Subscribe to us and leave your comments below, and we will see you on the next video.